Hello. Ugh. Hey, Darren. Hey, everybody. Hello. Ugh. Hey, Darren. Hey, everybody. Well, Matt, I did see Barbarian last night, and I don't know. Trying to think which one I would suggest over the other, and uh, this depends on your tastes. I think if you're looking for like crazy over the top, well, gorish, a lot of gore, then I would probably go for Barbarian. But for Pearl, it's more of a slow burn kind of. I don't know. It's almost like a drama, and then obviously it goes crazy. Red's going on. Oops, going on. It's Gargoyles, a good movie. It's on MTV, and wow, the Creep Show started last night. I didn't know that. Yeah, Gargoyles is a pretty good. I mean, if you take a fact that it, as far as I understand, it was a TV movie, and all the freaking makeup effects and all that, I think it's a pretty good movie. And it's got real cool 70s kind of vibe to it. It almost has a vibe, I guess, because of the location. It I guess, kind of a deserty vibe, like Hills Have Eyes or something. Even though obviously it's not got any kind of violence in it for a 70s. Junkie John. Pearl was great. Yeah, it was pretty good. Kind of interested in seeing Maxine, the actual sequel to X. But man, I've had a hell of a day. Can you see Pearl without watching X? Absolutely. Because I mean, there's some I mean, but this movie takes place way early. I mean, it's pretty much, which I guess, okay, I'm thinking it over, but yeah, it takes place like in 1918 or something. So I mean, it really has doesn't really have any well, the gist of it is that you don't need to see X beforehand, which for some reason X seems to be kind of hard to see at the moment as far as on disc or 4K. At least from what I was looking at, because I was like, yeah, I don't know how much rewatchability it has, but I mean, I would watch it again, but not at the moment. Yeah, I mean, Marv Dogger. Uh, I don't think you would be um, disappointed in seeing it, just long as you know that it's not like a crazy over the top. Well, in some scenes, but majority of the film is a kind of like a like a gothic, if you want to call it that, drama. Uh, Around that time period where people were getting the Spanish flu and all kinds of other nonsense. Poor people's. But I guess I'll talk about that. And I have a knife. I have a special edition of a movie that I got in, and I haven't watched it yet. I might as well open it up. But Pearl, not to give the majority of the movie away, which obviously we know what most of us have seen X. So, but Did you see The Monsters? No, I have not. I'm not sure if I want to. I have a copy of it. I'm sure that it's nonsense. I mean, let's be honest. If Rob Zombie does do a good movie again, I'll be happy. But I'm not. I'm not looking. I don't believe it till I see it. Hello, Cliff. Wow, you look like a outstanding member of society there. If that is indeed you, and not a clip art. Yeah, he's back. But I don't know. I haven't had any rest today. Rest is a big obsession of mine. Um, had to drive Dana to see her parents, which she had a stream, and almost got hit. Oh, cool. Well, all right then. You are an outstanding member of society by looks. And almost got hit twice by some retard woman. Excuse me, stupid woman, stupid person. She got in. She got in the fast lane, and she decided not to go very fast. I mean, I'm talking like 50 miles an hour. So I was on her ass, and I thought that would be a hint to move over. No, she didn't move over. So I got in front of the. You're welcome, Cliff. And I got over and went my way. Well, she got pissed and went 90 miles an hour and slammed right in front of me for some reason. And boy, I was ready to kill her. And then on the way home, there's a traffic jam. So instead of staying in the traffic jam, I decided to take a trip. Let's take this road, and we'll just get back home using this. We'll find our way. Well, anyway, U of L has a ball game on or a football game. Something's going on, and the entire area is jammed with people. And I got stuck in another jam, except now it's not on the highway. It's on this 2-lane road or 4-lane road. No, 2-lane road. So finally I got out of that. So it, ended up costing me 45 minutes or so. I could have been home by well before then. So I got home about an hour, maybe 4:30, and I was like, well, I can't do shit. I can't watch a movie. I can't. So I watched some of that Shudder. Well, whatever the scariest moments is, the Bravo, the new Bravo scariest 100 moments or whatever the fuck it is, movies. But anyway, so I'm a little pissed off and angry at the world, which I usually am anyway, but more so. But Pearl. Let's get back to Pearl, because that's actually my grandmother's name, but every time I say it, I think about her. They live out. They filmed these movies one after the other. So they filmed X, apparently, and then immediately filmed Pearl right after, which is interesting because of how, everything looked so run down in X, and then they had to clean it up. So they were in New Zealand. So this place, New Zealand, looks like a good place to live, I guess. The monkey is asking a question. I did not get Satan's Little Helper. I saw it when it was on HD Net back when it first came out, and I was like, okay. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's not a bad movie. It's just not something that tickled my fancy. Let me figure out where I was at with Pearl. Well, anyway, she's married, but her husband is off in World War One. And she's having to live with her parents because I guess her father got the Spanish flu and is now pretty much an invalid. He can't talk. He just sits in a wheelchair. They have to feed him and bathe him and everything else. And that's Pearl has to stay there and help her mother. And her mother treats her really like a child, which, I mean, I don't know. Not 100% sure how old she's supposed to have been. But she, you know, she ends up going to town, going to see a movie, and kind of flirts with the projectionist, or he flirts with her. And she almost feeds her father to the crocodile or alligator, whatever the hell it is. But, you know, I won't go any further than that. I don't think that's spoiling anything. I think that's some of it in the trailer. But it definitely definitely want to stay for the last scene of the film because it goes and watch the credits because it goes on for quite a while, and it's very uncomfortable. I'm sure there's an after credit scene, but it's just a Maxine teaser which has no footage because I don't think they had filmed it as yet. Versus they had already filmed Pearl. I guess they filmed Pearl. Like I said, just directly after X, since they were there, and it was kind of, I guess, lockdowns and everything. So I guess they just did it. The movie itself has some really some special effects that I'm not really sure how they did. I'm sure it was some type of, a CG at some point, but man, they look practical to me. Pearl should be nominated for an Oscar. For Mia Goth. Yeah, and I didn't definitely if you hear her real voice, she's from some part of London, South Fork, so I don't know. Is that the ranch in Dallas? But somewhere in London, and she has a real particular accent, and also she has no eyebrows, which is concerning. I'm not sure where she lost them. But yeah, definitely. I saw a thing on Twitter, like a video of her getting her makeup to become Pearl, the old lady, and man, that was insane. Of all that, but anyway, so. The end of the story, or the gist of everything is, yes, I would say it's a pretty good watch. In some ways, it's a lot different than X, obviously, because X is about forming a porno, and there's some nudity and stuff, and I'm pretty sure there's no nudity in this. There's one scene that comes close, but definitely not that. But it does earn its R rating in some violence. So definitely want to check it out. Obviously there's not a lot going. Its business is picking up, as JR says, because you got like they were saying earlier, Barbarian, which kind of I liked parts of it. I guess overall I liked it. There's some things in the movie that you think are going to happen. In some cases, or early in the film, you're thinking something a certain way, and then obviously that gets turned on a dime. So it's pretty cool in that point. But there is some, like, for me, crazy little some things I wouldn't do. I don't care what's going on. I wouldn't do certain things some of these characters do. But anyway, as far as if you want to see something that's not a period piece like Pearl, then that would be something. I know there's some still some good stuff coming. I think they're actually going to release Trick or Treat into the theaters, which they probably should have went to the theater anyway instead of going straight to home video. But I think that's coming out. Of course, Halloween Kills or Ends, whatever. Of course, I'll watch it on Peacock, so I don't have to spend 3 hours of my life to see that movie. And so at that point, I guess, let me see what time it is, because Dana's got a stream, obviously. She streams every day. I got this, the Star Trek, the Motion Picture Director's Edition, 4K. So, I got, back in the day, I can't even remember. It's been over 10 years. It's probably longer than that they released the director's cut of the motion picture on DVD, and they went back in and completed some special effects, changed some and stuff. And the movie looked, I mean, the movie was a lot better for it. Obviously, it's still a very weird Star Trek film. It's a lot different than any of the other films that came after it. They seemed more like the series. This was more of a weird, kind of a sterile feeling. Obviously, it was a response to Star Wars, but they kind of dialed it back as far as the just stuff, the colors and stuff. I don't know what to say, but it's just not like the TV show. And then the other films have more of the feel of the TV show, especially Part 2 or Wrath of Khan, which I got that 4K a week or two before I got this one, even though they were both supposed to be released the same day. I'm going to take these glasses off so I can read. But which I can't read it anyway because it's too dark in here. But there are 3 cuts to the film. They have the original cut of the film, I suppose. Yeah, Cliff. After Halloween Kills, I was like, I'm not going to the theater for that. They got the director's cut, and they got this special longer version, whatever that. I'm assuming they had extra footage. I know that the TV version, I guess that's what it is, really, is the TV version. They had a lot of extra footage to make it 3 hours on TV, so that's pretty much what they did. And I'm torn of what I want to watch, but I probably will just watch the director's cut. I'm unsure of the deal with this as far as is the special longer cut, does that include the director's cut with all the extra or newer special effects? I'm just a little perplexed. And I've watched several other guys do this unboxing, and this, I mean, I'm crazy. This was like $80. Perp minded. I hope you're not an actual perp. Or you have the perp mind. Terrifier 2. Maybe. I mean, I liked the first one, but I don't like the fact that hot brunette died. I think that was awful. She should have came. Hello, Dirk. Not much. Just bull crapping as usual. Well, I probably will watch it, John. I mean, I'm trying to think if I've not watched the Rob Zombie movie, and the answer is no. I've watched every one of them, and some of them more than once. I mean, obviously the good ones, but the way I watched his Halloween 2 more than once, just because of the. Everybody goes, well, it's his vision. It's got all this crazy, the white unicorn. And I don't give a shit. It was horrible. So there's a booklet. Obviously, everything's got a booklet. And these are some funny things. Wow, these are miniature. The Spanish film Piggy. I wonder what that is. That the that's not. Oh, I was thinking about Pig with Nicolas Cage. Anything Spanish is probably going to be good for the most part. Favorite Rob Zombie movie? I would have to say Devil's Rejects, I would have to say, but I will tell you that the on DVD and on Blu-ray, the best looking film I've seen, or one of the best, surprisingly good looking movies, is House of a Thousand Corpses. It just looks amazing. I hated that Terrifier film and the anthology it came from. I There's something there with Terrifier, but again, when a movie kills off a final girl, in my opinion, like that brunette, I just thought that she was too hot to kill. And plus the story, she was like one of the, I guess, the most sympathetic character, and it really didn't do anything for me. I mean, it didn't do anything, but yeah, I don't even know if I've seen the anthology. I know I have seen parts of it, but I've never watched it all. Beam Me Up, Scotty. These are miniature bumper stickers. I'm a Trekkie. And just some generic Star Trek. But this one's good. Star Trek or shit. Ugh. Federation vehicle. And then there's some stickers. And then some postcards and a piece of, I thought this was just a blank piece of paper, but it is a little director's cut. So neato. Well, Dirk's asking about the 4K of one of my two favorite films, and yes, absolutely. I dropped $48 on that. So, yeah. I was going to talk about that too, because since he put it in my picture. Now what? I'm just going to put it in this way because I don't care. Oops. Let's see if I can bring this up without killing. I don't know why it did that. Let's see here. I was watching some other shit. Look at that. Now, they say, I'm assuming this is going to get some type of box, like, I don't know. It sounds like it's going to be a box like Beastmaster. But man, it says artwork subject to change. Where'd this artwork come from? You commissioned this shit. You're not going to use it? Come on. But anyway, it's some really good stuff. I mean, this movie, I saw this when I was in the Army, and it really made an impression on me. I'm a big fan of it. I haven't watched it lately because I don't drink anymore, or drink much. But boy, when I did, I watched this a lot because it was a great escape to. Yeah, Dirk, it's gonna have a beautiful magnet clicky box. It clicks. But yeah, when Wes sent me the picture, and I saw it at 6:00 in the morning on Friday. When I got a chance, I went ahead and ordered it because I want it, but I forgot. I'm gonna check here, and I'm sure this thing's not shipping for a fucking year. Oh yeah. All right. Your package, so my package will be shipped first, of course, after subscribers, following our Black Friday. So I'm not getting it till way after. It's probably be the last of that. The last of the November and early December. So probably a great Christmas. The week after Christmas, which I have off. Uh, I think we. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all have the same expectations after Halloween Kills. It's you know, I don't know how they're going to redeem themselves from not the nonsense of Halloween Kills. And what I mean by that is since Michael Myers and Laurie Strode are not related anymore, they pretty much went out of their way to put her daughter and stuff put themselves in harm's way for no reason. Everybody was thinking Michael Myers coming to the hospital. He never showed up at the hospital. So if they all stayed there, everything had been peachy keen. All he wanted to do is go back to that house and look out the window. But no. So, I mean, to me, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, of why these people would think that they're after her specifically. I can understand because she survived the first one, but why would your kids, your daughter, your granddaughter, why would they go out and put themselves in harm's way? Why would the Tommy Doyle and all those people do that? I guess maybe they're a little buzzing and got a little buzz courage. But, that's what happens when you get stupid. You're going to get stupid prizes and you get a fucking dead. Hello, 4K tent. Well, thank you, sir. Yeah. I mean, for $48, I want it to talk to me. I want it to say, when I open it up, it says, nothing's personal. Or some bullshit. Well, that's true, 4K. The whole Halloween storyline doesn't make any sense. And Flu's got the zinger of the night. Alcoholism dies tonight, which is true. Mine died a long time ago. Except when I have a hard seltzer, which... Yeah, Invisible... I'm going to get Invisible Maniac, but I'm not getting it part of that bundle. That's just not a thing I want to spend. And I'm not into like secret movies. You tell me, I'm not buying two movies that I have no clue what they are. Sorry, you're gonna have to tell me what they are. But yeah, Invisible Maniac, I've got a VHS rip of it, and I can't imagine seeing that movie in like 4K. I'm with you, John. Me and my friend back a long time ago, we were going to go to Missouri, to Jasper, Missouri, or whatever it was, where Roadhouse took place, looking for the Double Deuce. And of course, there is no Double Deuce there. It was all filmed in California, I'm pretty sure. So I would have felt pretty stupid. Oh, well, fuck, man. Thank you, 4K. I will, let's take a look at that then. Still looking at this stupidness. Let me see here. I got to get my screens. Almost need 2 monitors for this dumb shit. Halloween Kills. Ugh. That's what they say. That's true. I mean, I understand what you're saying, Red. I agree with, what you're saying, but I don't know. When they disregard the entire... They could just went with the first 2 movies and said that they, but I don't know. To me, it makes more sense. I know they added that to the TV version. I know it's not what he was doing, but it's not a standalone movie anymore, so... Well, we came to our senses because we didn't want to drive like 6 or 7, 8 hours on a gas. So let's look at the bundles. Man, do I want to spend another $38? I guess I do. I'll have a very naughty Christmas with the Invisible Maniac. I mean, even these screenshots are amazing looking. And let's see, this chick right here is from a nearbound. No, Dirk, it's Jasper, Missouri, is where it's supposed to take place. Roadhouse. But Melissa Moore here, she was in some of the Roger Corman movies like Hard to Die and stuff like that. She's really hot, and she's a tall girl, but she rode horses and stuff. She's from Lexington, Kentucky. Huh. Yeah, that's probably true. I'm not a big over the top fan, but Texas Chainsaw 2 has just got the right amount of insanity. Oops. Look at it. She's the tallest one of these chicks anyway. And it's got ample nudity in it. Of course. And then it's got a little bit of some gore in there. Yeah, I might have to pick that up. I just hate spending that much money on a movie that probably didn't cost that much. I would bite. Have you seen Samaritan on Amazon? That was a really decent film. I was surprised. I think a lot of people were. And I mean, I really want to get, but I think I'll probably wait because what the hell not? For the Iceman Cometh. And let's see here. I did find a rip of Burning Paradise, so I want to watch that tomorrow because it looked crazy. There's some beheadings and all kinds of wild shit. No, that's not it. Let me see. I'm by. Oops. No, I have not yet. I will pretty. Like I said, I found a rip. It's on a place of rare lust. Oh well, yeah. There is. I mean, there's. Dana found a freaking a HD copy of Savage Streets. I found an HD copy of the Night of the Scarecrow or Dark Night of the Scarecrow 2 on YouTube, which I'm not sure if I want to see that because I mean obviously it's going to be crap. Yeah, I mean yeah, this looks pretty badass as the kids say. There we go. That was like a full torso. Ooh. You like Howling 5 better than 4? The original Nightmare? The Rebirth? I don't know. I can't say I like that many of them. I like the, obviously the tagline for Original Nightmare got me. And then the part 6, the line dancing one, is quite fun. I know Joe Bob had it on his shit. He had a Monster Vision a lot. There we go. That looks like a little head. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Now, of course, Severin put out some stuff, didn't they? Oh yeah, their Mate bundle. I listen to their podcast. Severn's got a podcast that's really entertaining. I mean, they talk about their releases, and then they also play music from those releases and stuff. So it's pretty. I would recommend it. So I've seen a couple of these. I haven't seen Born to Fight yet, but I found I do have a copy of it. Cop Game and Double Target. Double Target with Miles O'Keefe is fun because there's one scene where they're having explosions and they're trying to get away, and then they show half the crew standing around, and realistically they could have cut that and not been wouldn't have affected the movie at all. But it's funny that it's still in there. So there is that. Cop Game is, someone said it was kind of like a Giallo-ish movie, but I mean, it's really not. I mean, some people is going around killing people in Vietnam, or, it's kind of like the movie Off Limits. I mean, not exactly, but you remember the Off Limits movie from like the late 80s? I think William Dafoe in it, and they were playing like army cops, and they were in Vietnam and stuff. But it's kind of similar to that, but, someone's killing these people and stuff. It was okay. I don't remember it being crazy great. Obviously, none of these are, but they talked to like Brent Huff, who's the star of these two at the bottom, and he was in like Hello There, Mama Blu-ray. Have you ever seen that? I have not. I can't pronounce that, so I have not. I'll tell you a movie I did see, but I'll save it for after this. And I'm thinking about doing something where putting a movie on Google Drive, like a crazy film that I'd watched, and like giving out the link and people can download and watch it if they want to. I saw another site or a YouTube channel that was called it's called White Slaves of Chinatown 3D or something. It's something like that. And then they have all kinds of crazy movies on there. And then every once in a while on Twitter, I follow them and they put out something. Yes, White Line Fever with Jan Michael Vincent, the trucker movie. It's been a little bit, but I definitely have seen it. The Fall into Terror. I really was hoping they had the Dracula versus Frankenstein. Hello there, Jarno. At the convention I was a couple weeks ago, but they did not. 15%. Whoa. You kidding me? I did buy the Tales to Keep You Awake, but that's not coming till at the earliest at the last of October. But man, look at that, 1,400 minutes, and it's supposed to, they kind of say it's the Spanish Twilight Zone, but it's a weird thing because it ran in the mid like 66 to 68, but then it came back for a little bit and came back. I mean, it's weird. So some of it's in black and white, some of it's in color, but some of it's really, got the kind of graphic, gothic horror kind of stuff that I like. And I don't know if this was filmed live but I went ahead and got it, but of course it's going to be a wait. It's going to be a wait, guys. Let's see. Okay, yes. Remove. Get back to my face. Everybody get really good and close. So, the film one of the films I watched yesterday was me and Darren. If you hadn't listened to the podcast, I'm not sure if it was on the last one. I need to edit that one and put it out there. We talked about Cemetery Man. It hasn't come out yet. Maybe it'll be out by Tuesday. We'll see. But he mentioned a movie called He Lives by Night. It's a Hong Kong movie, and it's kind of like a guy goes around killing women dressed as a woman and stuff like that. So it's kind of a giallo-ish movie, but it is insane. Oh, now you gonna make me spend more money, Darren? I got the most money I've ever had in my savings account, and I'm gonna have to pull some out for that box set that I probably won't get. Unless hopefully it'll sell it. Hopefully I'll get it quicker than that black set. But so there's some stuff in here there's a chase scene inside a house that was really kind of really suspenseful. But there's also some zany comedy stuff that is just insanely ridiculous. So I mean, it's very. I've seen these. I mean, this is not the out of the norm for the. I don't know. I guess this is a Cat 3 movie, but out of these Hong Kong horror movies or thrillers, whatever you want to call them. So it's. I've seen it before, but man, it's really disjointing in this one because it's really crazy. But, and also, I mean, obviously this isn't a spoiler, because I'm not really telling much of the story. But at the end, as a lot of the Hong Kong action movies, they show like behind the scenes stuff of what they do. They actually show that in this, and you can see the killer just messing around and the goofing around with, and then everybody flubbing and falling down and all this stuff. It's very weird. Yeah. That was going to be the movie I'm going to show or put out on my Google Drive if I find one. If not, I can upload it to another thing that's a little bit. I was going to do that beforehand, but obviously I was stuck in traffic before I got home, and I had to calm down when I got home before I started breaking shit, so I didn't want to do anything. But I'll either probably I'll put a link or something, maybe if they'll let me on Facebook. If not, I'll put it in the chat next week, which is the beginning of October. So I was debating whether I was going to do anything, but as of right now, I feel like I can do it. I'm going to do my best to watch movies and not do nothing next weekend. I don't even know if I've seen Gummo, but I've seen a little bit of it. Speaking of that, reminded me, was that Groovo or, yeah, wow. I guess I should look at that, huh? Let's go back to that. Oh, did I close that? Oh, let's see. Boop. Oh, Red's asking about the theme behind me, I guess. That's from New York Ripper. If you haven't seen that one, it's a crazy Lucio Fulci slasher. Very mean-spirited towards women. But I would definitely recommend it. What the hell is that? Oh. What the heck? Shock. And I like them both. I'm trying to debate, but I like them both. Oh. The theme music is public domain music or free music. Wes made that, so I've heard it on other, like a random YouTube video. I'll put that music on it, and it's like they're like cooking or cutting wood or something, building something, and I'll hear that music, and I'm like, wait a minute, but it's free music, so let's go to the old standby. Oops. Let me see if I can find something. Oops. Also heard MVD is going to come out with their first 4Ks or something. I can't recall exactly what I heard. Also, Nightmare Man with Tiffany Shepis is coming out on Blu-ray, that's a pretty fun movie. I really like that. Dawson's Creek, full edition, man. Well, fudge. But I mean, I always thought that the Blade in the Dark was kind of a yes, she's hot in that. She she's showing her belly welly. She's got some. Now I was watching Wrath of Crows, and I tried to watch that movie several times, and I just pass out. Even though she's wearing really really little booty shorts, that helps. Uh, shit. Blade in the Dark. For some reason, I thought that was made for TV in Italy, and I'm pretty sure I'm pretty wrong. Probably wrong. It is. It's got kind of a. It's got little themes from other Giallo movies, like Deep Red. I mean, I think he's some kind of musician, a piano player. So it's been a while since I've watched it. Uh, Now, Shock is, I think Mario Bava's one of his last films. Obviously, I think Rabid Dogs was his last ones that didn't get released until I mean, I think didn't get released for I can't remember when I first saw that, but it's been long. It didn't come out. It's kind of a lost movie or something for a while, but it came out. But Dario Nicoletti's in it, and it's kind of a haunted house movie a little bit, as far as I remember. I need to watch it again because I've seen it, but it's been a long time. Dana got the Blu-ray of it recently. I'd say both of them are good. I only had the DVD of Blade in the Dark because I got it back in the day when Anchor Bay was putting everything out. Trying to remember what else I watched, but that's not going to happen, is it? Nope. Nope. Well, I don't. I've only watched the one. The was it The Hour, The Motive, The Weapon? That's the only one I've watched at the moment. I'm debating what I want to watch after I get off here. I still haven't watched any of the Forgotten Jolly set 5. I've seen some of them, but not watched them out of the set. So I don't know. I'll have to get back on that one since I haven't watched them all as of yet. I need to watch them, but I'm not sure if I want to fit them in before October because I'm going to try to watch a lot of things to check them off the list. Maybe I'll make a list for next Saturday. I do plan on. I'm just going to watch it myself, but I plan on doing something on Vaughn Live again. I'm going to have some horror host things and put them on there. Maybe 3, and watch them one Saturday. I'll post a link or something if anybody wants to watch them. I got a bunch of Sammy Terry. Someone made a Captain USA with the Ghost Galleon with the Blind Dead. They said they used some. I guess they maybe used a better print or something. I'm not sure. Bruce Leroy. or Danielson. Hmm. I'm assuming which one I like more. I don't know. Bruce Leroy was a little. He was a little annoying. So I guess I go Danielson. I haven't watched all. I've only got like 2 episodes in of the new Cobra Kai. I don't know. Just haven't uh, been that enthused. Maybe because there's other things. I'm still watching the new Lord of the Rings show, the Game of Thrones show. So I mean, but and then I've got a few. Oh, this is going to be killer if when I get this movie in. For some stupid reason, I Diabolic had a Arrow sale, and I got True Romance, the Steelbook 4K. Then I went back and I was looking, and then I got a freak. I found something that I could not believe, and I went ahead and got it too. And I found out it shipped, so I should hopefully have it next Saturday. So that'll be fun to show you guys what that is. I never got into Night Gallery as much as the Twilight Zone. I don't know because it almost some of the stuff. I mean, I've watched the pilot with like Joan Crawford and stuff. And I know that Steven Spielberg directed that one of those stories, but I never watched the series. Seemed goofy. I'm sure some of them were not, but it some of the episodes that I kind of randomly came across seemed goofy. Definitely I'm gonna try to watch the majority of the Night Stalker Blu-ray set because I mean they look. I watched one episode and it looked good. Oh yeah, absolutely. But still, um, I don't know. 70s sometimes 70s doesn't have a or late 60s, early 70s doesn't have. It's just their take on some things is not very good, but some things are good. House of Dragon, yeah, there's some relative stuff in there. It's like Kentucky a little bit. Pearl's amazing. I would like it. I mean, I liked it. Check out her on YouTube. Google her and listen to her voice. I mean, like I say, it's a very interesting accent. Yeah, Kochak. Man, the 4K's the bigger the TV, the more difference you can definitely check, especially with like 4Ks and stuff. Yeah, I've got there's a channel that was putting them out on Sling TV, and I put it on. I recorded some. And I'm gonna watch the Hammer House of Horror Blu-ray, or is it? Yeah, they put it out on Blu-ray. Synapse did. So I want to watch those. I think no, did they? I can't remember. Synapse put out a remastered version, and whatever that is, I have. I'm gonna watch it. I don't care if it's DVD or not. Some DVDs look decent. The more recent DVDs look decent on a Blu-ray player or a 4K player, which would help a little bit more. I would assume. But yeah, I want to have the energy and stuff to just like jump into that shit and just watch the hell out of stuff. But it's just kind of hard anymore. I don't know. Favorite Christopher Lee film? Hmm. Hmm. I guess it had to be. Well, that's a hard one. Mummy, or it's hard, or one of the Dracula series. I can't really think of any. Yeah, I saw that. That's gonna be a strange one. I mean, I wonder how much are they gonna recreate world class and stuff. But we'll see. I hope if it's A24, I want them to make it in the style of Hereditary, and and see how that goes. Yeah, I mean that's a good. I mean that's hard to beat. Though he was in a lot of crazy films, especially like Starship Invasion. Uh, if you haven't seen that, I'm sure you can find that on YouTube. It's pretty bad. But well, I guess I'm gonna get out of here because Dana's coming up in a few minutes. Oh, of course I do, but I don't know if I can't really say. I'd have to get permission, or is it should I? Is it better to ask forgiveness than permission? But thanks for coming. I'm gonna take off because Dana's got her her show, her watch along of Savage Streets. So, uh, Evil Dead Chick on YouTube. Please check her out if you ain't got nothing else to do. So thanks, and I'll let you know if I'll be back next week. Thanks, Blair. Later, guys.